All right, everybody. Don't know what happened there. The stream kind of got locked up. We are back in action. I know that we have 4 people watching. If you could, just go ahead and like and share it real quick. Get it back out to the other 30 or 40 people that were watching right before we dropped offline. Catch you up. Still on a 4-3 for Nikki and Tom. And right now we got 1-1 action. The first few 2 racks were quick. Yeah, they each made 2 balls and popped in the 9 ball. So it's quick stuff. If you could, go ahead and let everybody know that it's happening. I'm going to go ahead and put the bracket in there for you so that way you can see that there we go. The bracket is pinned to the stream so you can see the digital bracket. Right now Caleb's making short work of this rack. Getting 1 9 ball down the rail. Go ahead and clean this one up, making it a 2-1 game. Ooh, he rattles it. Dom likes it. Dom's going to go ahead and take that one. So, commentator's curse, whatever you want to call it. It is now 2-1. All right, here we go. Dom for the break. Happy to have that one. Dom will take all of those he can get, I guarantee you. He just wants to get this over in short order. It is a short race. This is the 1-loss side, so we're only going to 5. We're not going to 7 here. Thanks for everybody. Let's go, Caleb. Yeah, Robert. Let's go, Caleb. Let's see a good match. That's what I want to see. All right, he makes nothing on the break. Leaves a shot on the 1. Dom's confused with the action that happened. Caleb taking his time. Good approach on the shot. Don't know much about Caleb. He is a decent Fargo, so I know he shoots a lot. Just not sure where he plays out of. If anybody knows, go ahead and put it in there. I'll let the rest of the people streaming know, or the people watching know where Caleb's from. Like to learn more about these players as we go. Got on a good side for the 2. 2 float right by the 3 or into it. I'd have gone try to go by it, but not like into it. Left himself kind of short, however. The issue is he's a hair on the short side. So we go to the main, back to the main. No side camera available. Seems like that fell off during the drop. Made the 3s, got angle on the 4, just floated up. Yep, nice float up. Take the harder angle on the 5. This table's playing too fast, and there's too much traffic on that right side of the table to mess with anything other than a float up shot, as you saw there. Here goes Caleb for the 5. How's he going to get back on the 6? He really has his options, but straight back up and down table is really what I want. He had a little bit of inside check, which is what I was expecting. But if you notice, he did float a little bit more inside, and again, that's because these are newer tables. That inside check English doesn't grab as well as it does on, let's say, a more worn table. That's a nice way of saying dirty. But a more worn table is going to grab a lot more of that. Side pocket, 2 rails out for the 7. Again, we're new table, fast table, and here we go. Drift a little bit further down the line than he wanted, and now he's faced with a bank. I really don't see this being cut backwards. Yes, it's almost impossible. So I got a feeling he's going to be banking this one out to the side pocket. See how hard he hits it. He hits it pretty stiff to close up that angle. And just missed it. Now, what does he leave for Dom? Dom's got a straight in shot, just a little bit of follow. Let's see if he can see the whole thing. Dom shakes his head, kind of grimaces at it, wipes his hand off, and he's ready. Dom's one of those, so you got a couple of different types of players. You know, Caleb's playing with a glove and a wooden shaft, which is a little bit different. Normally, wood shaft players don't use a glove. Carbon shaft players use gloves, whereas Dom, carbon, and no glove. He doesn't like the glove. But that was a great shot on the 7. He's looking at the 8 now. Go across. Yeah. 3 rails even works. Really pick your poison, but he dresses up nice for the 9 on the side. That should make this one, make Caleb pay for the shot that he missed. We are at 3-1, Dominick Dunn. And these guys are like that. You can't really miss a shot, especially with 3 balls left. All right, Caleb needs to mount something here. He doesn't want to drop this rack. He needs to bring it within 1. All right, Caleb is also breaking with his play cue. Caleb likes this this inside cut break. Kind of what you've been seeing on the pro tables a lot, but they're forced to break from that box. They were forced to break from that box because the cut break in the pro circuit was just so dominant. And now they've moved the break to an inner box, and that inner box makes the break a little more difficult. So they have a very consistent cut break that they're doing now. Dom drops a 2. Or drops a 1 rather, gets shape on the 2. My apologies. So he's just going to stun this one out for the 3 on the side. Ooh, hit that a little harder than I expected. A little harder than I expected. All right, Caleb's going to go 2 in the side here. He's probably going to try to go 3 rails to get back out for the 3. That 5 ball's kind of big, though. Oh, no, he did not. He wasn't even trying. He just wanted the safe. He just wanted the safe shot. And he may have left a bit, may not have, but I think Dom's definitely got 2 rails into the 2. I'd like to look at the other angle. That camera, we got to reset it to get it back on, so we're just stuck with the 1 angle for now. We'll be back to the other angle here whenever we get a chance. Hits it 1 time, floats it up. 2's makeable, 3's makeable. This is where Caleb needs to take his shot. This is where Caleb needs to take his shot. Nice smooth shot on the 2. Didn't try to do much with it. Going to take the harder angle on the 3, and he's happy with that. Only problem here is you really don't want to move too much further from the 4. You follow up, you risk hitting the 5, so you got to jack up over the 4 ball here just to kind of hold it, and that kind of hampers your shot a little bit. But he stroked it like it wasn't even an obstacle. So nice shot there. 4 ball, you can go into the rail unless he's straight in, then he's going to draw out. Looks like a draw shot here. Doesn't have to be much, but that's the only problem. You miss hit it sometimes. Same guy who just made that excellent shot on 3. Just had a fluke miss on the 4. I really expected him to make that one. After that 3 ball. Dom pointing out where it's going to go. He's playing safe here. And he gets behind the 5. Good shot there, making Caleb work for this one. Let's go, Caleb. We got Robert Golski. I probably said that wrong, and I apologize if I did, but Rob's a Caleb fan. Where does Caleb play out of, Rob? Looks like he's going for a 2-railer. Makes it and gets unfortunate. Oh my God! But you may have heard Dom in the corner, but he just yelled out, "What a shot!" because it was a hell of a shot, and he just hit it so pure, so clean that it actually just kept the cue ball rolling in. Unfortunate. Still a little work here. That 6 ball doesn't have the best of homes, and so Dom is going to try to break it out at this point if he can't get behind it. He's going to try to get behind. It's got one pocket that it can go into, so he's got to get below that side pocket to make that 6 ball. So he left it out, but it's all about this shot. If he can get good shape on the 6, then I fancy Dom to be out. Looks like he's got good shape, and even if he didn't have the best right here, you got the 8 ball really stopping the cue ball from doing a bunch of stuff. So Dom can almost worry-free hit this ball. I would kind of push into the 8, yeah, just like that, but not miss. So Dom's giving him the opportunity. Let's see if Caleb can capitalize. A little bit of draw to make sure you don't get the 8 into the game. And he drew it out just enough to not get the 8 into the game. Nice. 7 ball here, just floated up. That way you have the 8 in the side. Looks like he's even going to try to check it just a hair. That'll slow it down whenever he hits that rail. That little bit of bite should slow it down, but look how fast this table is. 8 in the corner, 3 in the opposite corner. Just don't hit it too hard. All right, Caleb bringing it back within 1. Keeping it a game, guys. Keeping it a game. Dom to break in this 1-loss side match. Up 3-2. Dom going for the more traditional cut break rather than what the pros are playing with right now. He was able to make a ball, made 2, and I see a 1-9 dress up. Now, the 9, if it was more in the pocket, this would be a little bit easier to go for. I like the cut of the 1 into the 9. You got a chance to make the 1 if you cut it too, if you don't cut it, or if you cut it too thick. If you cut it thin enough for the 9 or into the rail. I actually like the 1 into the rail into the 9. I do not like this shot, and this is exactly why I do not like this shot. That's the reason I don't like that shot. That's why I like the cut into it rather than the carom. Yeah, Mike, it was a good break. Unfortunately, didn't get a lot of love on that shot. Again, into the rail is the better shot there. Oh, and a reprieve from Caleb. All right. Dom's turn to turn the tables, as it were. And for those of you who don't know Dominick, he comes with his own commentary. And almost always very entertaining. All right, a little overrun for the 2-ball. He knows it. He was looking at some other options on the back end. This may be a two-way shot where he plays the 2 and also possibly a safe. Let's see if he goes for the cut. There's the bank. Again, a little bit hard and lucky to stay out of the left side pocket. All right. Caleb's back at the table. Chance to tie it up 3-3, effectively making it a race to 2. So the 4-ball has a couple of different homes, depending on how he wants to get there. Draw out to the same corner, come straight out and back for the side. Let's see what he wants to do. Straight out is what he chose. Back out toward the side for the lower left-hand corner. Some players at this point are going to run into the 6 and just let the 6 push out. It'll give them a natural angle. Some players are going to draw out for the 6 in the same pocket. So let's just see what Caleb decides. Caleb was going for the side pocket. Did he leave Dom a shot? Can Dom see the 4 past the 6? And again, my other camera angle is not available, and I don't know why. It says device not connected. Check Brio to whiteboard. I do not know how to make that go away. Sorry, guys, but it does not look like the 4 goes past the 6. So I believe we're going to see a safe here, which is exactly what we see. You got 2 blockers there, the 7 and the 6, and did not leave. So there's definitely a kick coming here. Definitely a kick coming from Caleb. Caleb's got to bounce back from that. Caleb's got to bounce back from that miss on the 9. Sandy, I'm looking at the score right now. It is a 5-2. Nikki has 5. And another great kick by Caleb. Nikki's got 5, and I'm looking to see what Tom has, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know. It's anywhere between 3 and 6. He had 3 earlier. It could be 3 or 6. Not really sure, but I'll be able to let you know here in just a second. Makes a 6. A little bit extra roll up. That means he's either cutting into the side or back cutting into the corner. The back cut is going to run that ball pretty far down table. The 9-ball is available in any pocket, which is his only saving grace in this case. So make the 7, concentrate on that, and you should get shape on the 9 somewhere, somehow. At least your odds are pretty good. Getting shape on that. All right, but I do know Nikki does have ball in hand at this point while Caleb continues to analyze his options. All right, Caleb's going for the side pocket, it looks like. He's going to draw into the rail that says Predator. Side pocket into the rail. Nice shot. Looks like his lack of haste paid off there. Looking at a cut into the side pocket for the 9-ball to tie things up 3-3, making it a 2-2 race. Oh. And Dom could not get out of his chair fast enough. Dom doesn't have a hanger. It's sitting on the rail, long ways down the table. Not a hanger, but Dom still so happy to be up there. He's like, I don't even know what to do. This is where a coach would tell him, pick a pocket, lay down, and shoot it. There you go, Dom. Get the distractions out the way. That's right. So what you saw there was move the marker. We had these little marbles that are markers. He moved the marker out of his line of sight, so that way it's not a distraction to him. He's going to take this shot on, which in the corner, bottom left-hand corner, which I think he's, I don't want to say favored, but I wouldn't bet against him. I wouldn't bet against him. I'm not saying I'd bet for him either, but I like the speed. I like the shot. Beautiful shot. Wow. So what could have been a tied match brings Dom to the hill. Could have been 3-3. Now it's 4-1 or 4-2 rather. Now it's basically a 3-1 race. But as we said before, most difficult rack to win. Most difficult racks to win are the first one and the last one. So he's on the last one. All right. Caleb's taking his time for the break. He knows what he needs to do. Is he going to take the cut break? Is he going to take the cut break? He's changing his break up. Okay, I like to see that. And players need to do that more often. Players need to do that more often. If the break's not working and you have another break in your arsenal, you should have at least two, possibly a third. 9-ball, usually you have two. So he went back to the cut break. One misses aside, but he did not leave a shot on the one. So I actually like the change of break, even though it didn't work out for him necessarily. We got some Dom fans up there. Let's go Dom, let's go Dom. Clutch. Yeah, Mike, that was a clutch shot. That was a hard shot on that 9-ball, especially on these faster tables. And the table's a little bit slick, so whenever you're jacked up on the rail like that and you have to hit the top of the ball, if you don't hit it dead center, then you wind up getting you'll wind up getting a little bit of squirt left and right, and that'll throw off the ball. So there's a push by Dom. And immediately, without even blinking, Caleb says, "You can have it." Dom says, "Yes, sir." He goes to the full cue jump. Gets the jump. Now, not sure what the plan was there because he did get it passed back and he hit it. He could have hit it from where he was and come out with a very similar result. He was just hoping that Caleb would take it on and leave him a shot. I'm putting this one back by that 5 and bringing this cue ball all the way around. And it looks like that's exactly what Caleb is doing. One is by the 5, cue ball back around. It's got a lot of good blockers. Ooh, and that 9. So the difference between that roll, if it had just been behind the 6, Dom's got more options. He could have been to the left side of the table to rail at it. He could have been to jump at it. But that 9 just took off so many of his options. He can't go to the left. So now he's got to go 3 rails around the back. And usually, here's Dom's philosophy on this. And he hits it like a champion. But here's Dom's philosophy on this. He's told me more than once. He said, he goes, "Look, I'm not a pro. I don't know the angles like they do. It's already hit and hope. There's no reason to measure it out. I'm just going to shoot what I know and hit it and hope." So that's his go-to there. Yes, yes, Sean. They both did done the hanging 9-ball. One more than the other, I have to say though. And I'm not going to tell you which one it was. You can make your own assumption there, but one more than the other. All right, so you got a hit on the one. Got a fortunate leave, so Dom can see the one, but I got a feeling that one's coming back up table, and the cue ball is coming back around. Right now, I'm not sure. I know Nikki has 5, but I don't know what Tim has. So if you find out, you let me know. Nikki has 6 now. Great shot by Nikki. That was a great back cut by Nikki. Nikki's up 6 to either 3, 4, or 5. Yeah, 3, 4, or 5 are the options. I don't want to ask her because it's a game, but it's her final game. So, all right, nice jump by Caleb. Good clean shot. First open look that either player. I think we've had like 4 innings back and forth in 5 innings, and first open look since the break. So let's see if Dom can get a little bit of action going here. 6-4, by the way, to update the score on Nikki and Tim. 6-4. Dom misses the one ball. Quick shot. And leaves an open shot for Caleb. Caleb has a full rack to run out here. A couple of back and forth issues, but nothing too egregious. That 5 to 6 is the only thing that I can see as a bigger problem. The 3 to 4 doesn't look too bad, but the 4 doesn't have a home with that 5 there. So we'll see how he elects to navigate those and to negotiate those different balls. Yeah, there's a second look, deciding how he wants to make that 3 ball. He's going to go ahead and punch this. Oh, he slid it to the side rail. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, but that tells me he's not playing to the short side of the 4. Had he kept the angle with inside, he could have played to the short side of the 4, but going like this, he takes away the angle. So I see a 4-5 combination coming up. He'll play a little bit of follow into the side rail, back out. Looks like a 4-5 combination, unless I'm not sure why he hit it so hard. I don't know what the goal there was. I'll try to ask him after the match to see what it was. Not really sure what that shot was. He's really looking hard at the 4-5 combo right now, though. Obviously, that's his only shot. Or try to play safe. And it looks like he got a little bit lucky with that 6. Dom calling his shots. All right. Caleb's third chance, I think, to wrap this up. Which he really needs it, obviously, because Dom's on the hill. This is a race to 5 on the one-loss side. I really don't see any issues now. I'm a high left, or high right, rather, come back around, but you can also draw back out to it. I don't have a problem with going around 2 rails, or 3 rails, rather, to get back on the 6. But I'm also this far away. I like to push it. I don't like to draw it because he's got the extension. It's going to be a little awkward queuing. It's always whenever you're stretching out this far, you always tend to hit it a little bit harder than you plan on. So he may just try to stun straight out. But I like it there. I like those rails just like that. See how much harder you hit it than expected. He had planned on being 2 feet away from that spot. Back cut on the 9. Looks like back it on the 6 rather, with a 9 in the way. Hopefully he can get by the traffic there. He could draw out of it a little bit. The only problem with drawing out of it at this hard of an angle is he could end up behind the 8-9 if he doesn't get enough of it on a new table. It's a little still possible. So undercut it. A little bit of roll off on the 6. Now Dom's faced with the back cut. Now does Dom challenge it with draw? Sure. The same side pocket comes into play depending on how well he hits it. So this is a much more difficult shot to get shape on than just making it. Curious as to how Bobby would hit this. Maybe a little bit of mid right and go around 3 rails for the 7 in the upper right hand corner, like we saw in an earlier match. Still 6-4 over on the Nikki and Tim table. Yeah, see there he's talking about going across. He's like, go across. He could go to the far left-hand corner, bottom left-hand corner, and go 3 rails that way, but it's not an easier shot. The back cut is actually, the blind cut may be a little bit easier of a shot, so let's see how he does. And that's the problem with drawing it. Scratch one time, he calls it himself. All right, 4 balls left with ball in hand. Caleb is a good shot from what I can tell, so I expect him to get out from here. Takes a 6 in the corner, 7 in the side. If he gave himself enough of an angle, he's going to follow up and back. If he didn't give himself an angle, he's going to draw and just kind of hold it right there, which he does. A little bit of left to go for the 9 in the same pocket. Or he's going to try to check it with inside. The only thing I don't like about this on a new cloth is it'll spin straight up table more often, not giving him as good of an angle on the ball. I'd like to have been on the other side. So now he's got to stretch across the table to make this 9 ball. That's the only reason on a new slick table you don't want to use that check inside as much with that kind of angle. Matt Hall, Dom's going to snap this thing off on the loser's side. And Eric Pierce agrees 100%. Yeah, Dom, this is not high pressure for Dom anymore. I remember years ago he would talk about that a little bit, and that's why he started these heavier matches. And now, to get his tolerance up for this type of play. All right, it is 3-4, basically a 2-1 race now. Dom needs 1. Caleb needs 2. Race to 5 on the 1-loss side. While we're waiting for Dom to come back from his break, we're going to hop on over to the side table where Nikki is leading Tim 6-4. Looks like Nikki's got the 5 ball on the side. It's really her only option. That 6 ball's way up on the other side of the table, so thing to be careful with on this shot is the scratch in the corner. You really got to just follow it, and you're bringing 2 pockets into play, that top left-hand corner and the middle side. So it's definitely not the easiest shot. Oh, she's jacking up. Okay, so she's going to try to draw out of this, which may not leave a shot on the 6. How do you like that? I stand corrected. What a shot. 5 into the 9. Do her many favors on the 9 ball, but I think she can see the 6, and she just has to make it, even if she has to throw it in there. Now, the lucky thing is she has bigger pockets, so if she hits the rail first, it's okay. She didn't even need it. Let's see how close she likes to get to that 8 ball there. She's going to slide up to the 8 ball. Those of you joining, guys, go ahead and like, share this stream, add a heart, send some stars. We're even taking donations. We'll pop the donation flyer up in a little bit. Donations just help keep the stream up to the latest technology, help take care of some of the funds that it takes to run the stream for you guys. If you do donate, you will get tickets in return. $5 gets you 1, 20 gets you 7, 50 gets you 20, and we're giving away a $100 gift card, so you could spend 20 bucks and win 100. Not bad. You're also giving away some Predator merchandise, signed cue balls, and Dr. V's chalk holder. Going back to the main table. Dom with the break off. I'll let you know what happens on Nikki's and Tim's match. All right, Nikki's on the 9, as you can see there in the upper part of the screen. Dom made one on the break, and he's looking at the 1 ball. And Nikki took that one down 7-4. 7-4. Nikki wins 7-4. Great match on that side. They both played well. Nikki's coming into her own. She likes to come from behind, though. I'm gonna have a talk with her about that. She doesn't. She can win from the lead. She doesn't have to win from behind. It's okay. Yay, Nikki. Yeah, Robin. Yay, Nikki. I'm gonna tell her stop giving people a heart attack. All right. Dom plays safe on the 1 ball, leaving a little bit. 2 rails into the 9. Let's see if it dresses up for a shot or if Caleb gets behind the 6. Looks like Dom's going to be able to see the 1 ball. What he wants to do with it, can't really tell. He could go behind the 5 if there's enough room there behind the 5 to make the 1. I don't like the combo because the 1 ball is coming away. and you don't know where it's going to go. So you got just too many uncertainties in that shot. So making the one behind the five is my go-to. A little bit of high left just to go back down table for the two ball. So much traffic though. It's a tough shot, especially for this level. Tries to go behind. Let's see if the ball's no ball rolls to the rail. That's how I would have done it had he made it. He has shape on the two, and it looks like it works out to where he's behind the five. So this is one of the tougher shots. This is where a lot of times you'll see players with a lot of inside English try to catch the rail and then catch the one. But on this table with these balls, I do not see that being a shot. You got to kick at it. And the center pocket is basically dead middle. So my go-to is usually on the upper side of the center pocket with a little bit of outside English to open up my angle to come into it is how I would do it. And it looks like he may be electing to do the same thing. Some people like to use inside and go lower than the side pocket and pull it in, but that's my shot right there. And nice shot. Nice shot. Let's see if I can get it to go. I do, but let's see if I can get enough of it. Yeah. I thought it was a good shot. Yeah, two rails into it. He he went this way. He hit one rail, two rail, hit the one. The cue ball came into this rail and sat back down. Huh? I can come walk over there. I can't get it to pull up. Yeah. Oh no no no. No, he hit above the side pocket. He came around. He did not masse it. No no no. And to Ken Duncan, the cue ball hit the bottom rail. It's resting on the bottom rail, so that's the rail that it hit. Dom's under the impression that he massed around it, which I don't. Obviously, he didn't do. Still almost made that shot. It is on YouTube. Oh, now he's got me going to YouTube. I'm going to go find it. Live stream. There's Dom. Oh, can you not rewind on All right, as we continue to debate, 1-2 have been down, 3 looking for the 4 as an easy shot. I got Matthew saying a foul. Where was the foul, Matthew? Hit the one first and hit the bottom, hit the rail. Well, everybody's debating over that being a foul or not. Caleb trying to run out. Got a little bit of stretch over the table here. Back over into the side rail to run out on the 8 to the 9. There's the 9. That's 4-4, guys. Let's see. I thought it went 3 rails behind the 1 and didn't get back to the head rail. That's the only thing I can't see. All right, hill. Yeah, I knew it. I actually said that if it went 3-3, I was like, I think Dom's going to say back it and jack it. What's funny is I think if I had to pick, I think Dom would rather back it up, play race 7 for 1,000 than just finish this one rack, this one rack out. All right, there's the 3. And he will not have a shot on the 1 ball. So we're going to see a push out here, most likely. Hill, Robin Sinclair, hill. Yeah, Matthew, what Don was saying was he didn't think that he hit the 1 first, I believe, but whether or not he hit the bottom rail, um, that the way that this goes down is nobody on the outside really has a say in it. The person who has a say in it is the shooter. So in USAPL rules, which is what we're playing, if the shot is not watched by a third party, then the discrepancy has to be handled by the 2 players playing. If they disagree, then the shooting player that shot the shot wins the argument regardless. It's kind of like a tie goes to the runner in baseball. You know, the person running gets the benefit of the doubt. The person shooting gets the benefit of the doubt. So, regardless of whether or not it was good or not, Caleb said it was, Dom said it wasn't, or was questioning whether or not it was, and nobody watched it. So Caleb would have won that anyway. No, the question wasn't if he hit the 1. I don't think, and Dom's moved on past it. Obviously, he has rack to win here, but I think the question was, did he hit the bottom rail after he contacted the 1? My 2 cents. I'm pretty sure the cue ball hit the bottom rail. It was uh, seemed kind of evident to me. I was looking for the hit, but I could be wrong. I'm looking at 3 different screens at the same time, so it's easy for me to miss something. So regardless if it was a right or wrong call, the outcome would have been the exact same. All right, 2-8 combination, not the easiest combination to shoot. Again, side camera. I wish I could show you this, guys, but unfortunately, I'm not sure how to get the. We have a window popping up in it. Dom's looking at this hard. I think he's debating on, do I play this or do I try to play a safe? Is there a safe option here where I stick the 2, run it into the 8, and let it go behind the 5? Which one is he trying to play? It looks like he's going to go ahead and go for the combo, and he drains it. Drains it. Much harder shot than you would think, especially on these slicker tables. And he has shape on the 2. He is full focus right now. Looking at the angle that he's going to come off for the 4. So, for those of you that don't know, Dom's a pretty fast player. No, Matthew, I know you're not saying you're right or not. I'm just, we're just debating a shot that we all saw, most of it on. So there was Dom's chance. He did not leave a gimme. He did not leave a gimme. He's got a an up and down. Got a You know, Caleb's a straight shot, so I see him trying to bank this shot. I really don't see too many safes. He's getting down with a lot of right. Maybe he's going behind the 5 and playing safe. Yep. He's trying to go behind the 5 to play safe, and Dom's going to take every chance of that to go ahead and make this ball. You'd think we're on a shot clock as fast as Dom jumped up whenever he missed that 2 ball. All right, Dom. Small cut, keep it in, 4 ball on the side. A lot of movement on the cue ball, which is fine on these slicker tables. He may have to take the 4 ball down table now rather than make it on the side, or he can make it on the side and let the cue ball run. It's really dealer's choice here. Not sure what I would do. Depends on how I'm hitting him. If he thinks he's hitting him strong, he's going to go ahead and take the down table. Put himself up with his down table shot. Makes the 4. Just let the cue ball roll, which is fine. Nothing wrong with letting that cue ball roll. He's got the 5 in the side. He's looking at where he's going to be on that 6. He knows he's got 3 balls to the win. I would have got, yeah, good job. Good job getting back up. All right, we've got a new commentator coming to the booth with us. Go ahead. How you doing, buddy? Go ahead and introduce yourself. Not so loud. Yeah, that's okay. Just a nice, normal voice.
My name is Kason.
Nice to meet you. This is Nikki's son, Nikki Queller, who we just saw play Tim. Right now we've got Dominick Dunn trying to win this last game. He's got to make this 6, which he does, and float up for this 7. And there he goes. So Dominick likes to talk. Do you know Dominick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes to talk, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So talk about what you see.
So Dominick just got 5 points.
Yeah, he did. Dominick did just get 5 points. He wins the short side. He wins the shorts. He wins the 1-loss side. He moves on to the 5-4. Great match between both. Right now, what they're doing, they're discussing a safety shot that was played earlier.